I didn't actually remember to post this anywhere. So I'm doing that now.
Oh, I need to hit play.
And I'm like happening the whole time.
That's okay. Go.
But everyone's here. The whole gang. Everyone we've ever met and talked to.
Yes, I've only met you.
Focused on getting my breakfast / lunch / dinner. Not dinner. It's way too early for dinner. My breakfast / lunch squared away. Where I forgot to.
I have completely set up to work today on researching not for her. The first PDF I will be reading is Understanding the Impact of Trauma. And I have a notebook ready to take notes so that I can improve my trauma writing even more. There is 40-something pages of this, though, so I do not anticipate finishing it today.
Shout out to Rowan for already being here. We've been waiting here all day for this. Let's go. I messaged in the group chat with Blake, Rowan, and I the link. And Rowan goes, I'm already there, which means Rowan's one of our 2 people. And the other one, I'm pretty sure, is me open on the other tab.
That's
my biggest fan right there.
We love to see it.
So yes, your light reading of trauma.
I'm so excited. But in the meantime, I'm making an office space wish list because, as we can see, I'm back in my office area. And,
That's
I want. I'm looking at the stationery pen set and being like, do I want these?
I mean,
I'm very
I
particular.
want everything. I don't know. I post on Instagram, but no one ever sees my Instagram posts.
I need to get back to posting on Instagram. I find
they're just thumbnails.
Just posting it, what I was going to say is I find posting in the Discords and on Blue Sky tends to be the way most of my people find my streams.
I posted on Troublemakers this time.
Yeah, good.
Wait. Yeah. Wait, okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love pretty paper. I want to start writing people letters.
Storm is currently crawling up my chair wanting attention. Let me post in your server. Promo?
Added to list. But which list did you add it to? Mine or my mother's shopping list? Because these are very different lists.
Oh, you did start the timer. I was like, okay, now we can start the timer. I was people watching, but you already started the timer. We're just...
The timer starts when the stream... Technically, I'm supposed to hit play while the minute countdown's going on, but...
I made mac and cheese before stream, which is my excuse for not getting anything done. So I'm going to eat this during our stream.
Rowan, our researches may in fact align. Let me know if you would like this trauma PDF. And I also have a child trafficking, or is it just sex trafficking? It's a trafficking PDF. That's 20-some pages. It's the one I will be reading.
It's going to get taken down because we're in the first 5 minutes and you've mentioned... Okay, now we're after 5 minutes. Sex trafficking and child trafficking.
I didn't say sex. I just said child.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't get taken. That is my bad if we do. I'm just very excited to be researching.
I support you. My face looks so red, and I'm slightly concerned that it's my new orange sound squares right there making my face red, or it's the fact that I'm wearing a red sweater for the 3rd stream in a row.
Step back 2 feet. It is not the sweater.
Okay.
So, now...
Probably just my face.
Forward. Yeah. You were just running around to get things done very quickly.
I was
not just be blush. You're Celtic. You're the any amount of blood that flushes to your face.
And I didn't put on foundation and stuff. Sometimes, I don't know, I've been more into it lately, but now I'm running out. And that bottle is probably really old, so I should get a new one anyways. It's fine. Hi, Storm. Go in your tower. They just started at 6 minutes, Sam.
I'm fixing it.
I know.
I made a memo to myself to check all the timers today to make sure nothing happens.
Okay. All right, let's start our first sprint.
How do I mute there?
Hi.
Ew.
Welcome back. I forget that I'm playing the stream a lot of the time. Hi, Blake. Have fun at work. Or enjoy it as much as you can. Waved during the sprint, but thank you for showing up. Hi, Laura, and hi, Lynn. Let me know if I'm saying that wrong.
Her name's Lynn.
Lynn? Okay. I never assume because I'm really bad at pronouncing stuff.
Oh, no, you're fine. Lynn and I have bonded over the fact our mothers spell our name Line, but we are in fact Lynn.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That it was the same as yours, but I wasn't positive.
Yeah.
How did everyone do that sprint? I got through, so I'm editing right now, Storm's Heir. I got through 8 pages. Damn, go me. And I'm in chapter 4, I think, and really feeling myself, to be completely honest. I got to a scene and I was like, oh, I really hope this scene like reads well, because I was proud of the idea. It's where one of the characters has like an allergic reaction, but has to hide it. And I was like, this could be kind of crappy, because I never had an allergic reaction like that. And I don't, but it's a cool fucking scene. I did a good job. I'll see what other people think, if it's like clear what's happening, but since I know what's happening because I wrote it, and I do actually remember writing this part, I'm like, wow, that was really enjoyable. That was very intense. I'm proud of myself. But I'm almost caught up. So if I'm on 38, I only have up to 46 written, which is, I'm actually not sure what happens between where I'm reading now and 46. But what'd you get done that sprint?
I read through 3 pages. I took a page of notes, which you cannot see because my light is super bright. Mm-hmm. But now I am semi-copying this chart down, okay. but also I'm like highlighting the symptoms and whatnot that I wish for Jamie to have. Well, at the moment I'm doing the immediate like reactions, so these are essentially the reactions he had when he was a young lad. Which I was sitting here and I'm going, I had in my mind this very specific way he like reacted, and I'm trying to make sure that it matches up. Like I will give myself a pat on the back. My sensitivity reader had already told me, but let me tell you, my boy's got textbook PTSD.
You're like, yeah, nailed it.
I fucking nailed that shit. But yeah. So
poor Jamie.
Poor Jamie.
Congrats, you have textbook PTSD.
I'm so proud.
I mean, that's good though that you like nailed it. I'm proud of you
that I understand it. And I will say that like I understand it in a way that's even outside my own experience. Like there's some of his like some intrusive things and whatnot that I don't actually experience, but I have read up enough on it on my own and stuff. And this is basically like, I don't know how updated it is, but this was given to me in like 2021 or 2022. I don't know. I have to go check the email date. But so this is like the most recent research on it and stuff I've done. Like, okay. I have already learned that they no longer recommend that everyone who has PTSD or traumatic things speaks about it and like goes through it, which it used to be like that was pretty much the accepted standard, that like everybody has to talk through it and has to like, you know, bring it up and redo it. There's a name for that approach, which I am blanking on. Yeah, but they're like, some people actually like are very emotionally healthy and actually do better without doing that. I'm like, that's fair.
Interesting.
So, yes. So I have already learned a new thing.
How to chat to? I'll let people answer.
Yeah, what were you working on?
Yeah. What you're changing not actually, what are your plans for what you're working on right now? Because I don't know what you've shared with the public versus not. So
you can tell the public anything
plans
you know.
that you're doing right now.
I have not told you anything that the public should not know.
Okay.
Right now, I'm mainly just reading up on this to see if there's any additions I want to go in and make. Anyway, I think that I could improve the experience. Like, I've already gone through because Jamie's motivations and intentions were not super clear to enough people that I wanted it to be clear what his intentions are. Yeah. So I already went through and did those additions. So right now I'm just going and reading through this and seeing if, like, maybe I read something that sparks it. Oh, I could add this to that scene, or I could give him this little thing.
Yeah.
But I've already gone back and done that. But I am always learning, always wanting to improve.
Good.
But I'm going to see if after I read this, it's also really, this is like kind of a side note, but related. It's really interesting to me how much we can pick up on certain things intuitively. Like, I not only read a lot of research and stuff on trauma, but you know, I enjoy stories with a lot of like healing and overcoming of trauma. You know me and my sad boys. Yeah. And so, like, having consumed so much of that media and like, I intuitively or empathetically add some of that to my characters and stuff, and then it's really interesting to read the research and sort of like, oh yeah, that makes sense, and then to realize, oh wait, I already have characters that do, you know, makes you feel nice. Yes, nailed it. So it's just very interesting that way, and I'm, if nothing else, this makes me excited to share Not For Her with the general public. Ooh. But after I go through all of this and do another read through / round of revisions, I will be recruiting critique partners to look over it.
Not For Her was the first thing that you wrote that I read.
Yeah. If you want, I can send you the updated. You just can't critique it. You can look at it.
I can look at it and go.
Yes, pretty much. Or I will say, if there's something that you're like, oh, I don't really like that change, I think you fucked it, then just.
Well, it's been like 5 years since I've read it, so.
It's okay. You're going to see all the changes
there is. And it's not just cemented in my head as, oh, this is how it's always been. Right, memory? And my little people inside my brain pull out a file drawer and it's just blank.
I am being very lazy, and you are just getting the latest Not For Her, which has all my changes tracked. So
okay, I'm fine with that. Hi, Storm. Rowan got very distracted that sprint. What did you get distracted doing, and how can we help you not get distracted?
Has CB told you about Spirit City?
Yes, we actually did Spirit City sprints together like a couple of days ago, Rowan and I. And Rowan was like considering getting it because it was so helpful. It's like $11.
They're coming out with a kitchen expansion room.
I know. I'm really excited about that. I thought they already came out for it, and I was looking for it.
Oh no,
but they haven't.
They haven't announced the release date yet. Yeah. From what
because I got all the little spirits. I mean, I could buy the expansion pack, which is like $3, and I'm considering it.
There's 2 different DLC. One is, it's essentially just the support where you just give them money to support the devs, but you do get like a galaxy skin for all of the spirits. So
which is not really fitting the aesthetic of either of my 3 little people. But still.
If it's none of my, like, I am the little wolf has ruined me for anything else, because
I like the little panda raccoon guy.
The tanuki. Because otherwise, the galaxy cat could have been my butt.
I was like, why are you grabbing your leg? Oh, wait, there's a point to this.
Yes, there's a point to this. I appreciate that you were putting your faith in me that there would be a point and to be doing that. But yeah.
Put it on Do Not Disturb. She's
That's what
really well.
Not gonna lie. That's what I do sometimes when I like have an audiobook going and people are talking to me and I'm like, oh my God, stop pausing my audiobook. And then I'll just be on Do Not Disturb. My husband messages me and I don't see it for an hour and I go, fuck.
My over-the-ear headphones don't like my AirPods will read out my texts to me, but my over-the-ear headphones don't, but my phone doesn't buzz either. So I just don't respond, like don't see things, especially when I'm like having a video playing or like have YouTube or like just a video playing and I'll be puttering around my room and so the video message will pop up but there won't be like a buzz or like nothing will come through my headphones if I'm wearing them and it just doesn't get noticed until later. So but it's fine. Yeah.
Speaking of books and audiobooks though, are you going to start?
Yeah.
Are you going to do it today or tomorrow and not wait until Friday because you're not actually good at binging a book in a day?
No, I'm not. And also my dad's getting here Friday.
Yeah, so you should probably start it today.
I'll start it.
Give yourself some time.
How long is the audiobook?
I do not know because my thing is sped up, so.
Well, I'm going to speed it up too because.
Yeah, but like.
But not the level you speed up.
It's also that, like, if you speed it up in Libby will still be like, oh, yeah, no, this is an 8-hour book. When I speed it up in Libro's like, oh, yeah, no, you'll finish this in 4 hours. And I'm like, okay, but how much was it in total?
So it's a 12-hour audiobook?
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Cool. Yeah, I'll start today. Probably later, because I'm kind of enjoying the whole writing thing right now.
Well, yes, it's WIP Wednesday, not.
Yeah. Well, yes, not during the. I mean, like, I think I might continue doing sprints in the server or something after WIP Wednesday. Okay. I don't know. It's raining outside, which is odd because Los Angeles. I think I've had a slight migraine since yesterday, but it's fine. Or maybe the other day, which explains why I was feeling so shitty yesterday. Is the fact that it started raining today. I'm out of practice with the whole weather changes, and then in the past like week or so it's just been raining a lot in LA, which hopefully there's no mudslides. That I haven't seen any news reports about it, but which is a risk because of the fires destroying root systems and such. But yeah, it's a rainy day. I think I'm feeling better though today now that it's the pressure's broken.
I'm going to fight the intrusive thought to go draw on my wall.
Don't, because then you'll have drawing on your wall.
Okay, so
you could. I have from my gig last week. I now have a 2-foot by 3-foot dry erase board because they were like, we only bought it for this one bit, and so, but our like art department said that we don't want to keep it, so we'll see if we find anyone to like give it to. If not, we'll throw it away. And I go, as I'm collapsing it, when I had just built it like 3 hours beforehand, they're now like having me collapse it to potentially throw away. And I was like, I'll take it. And the producer looked at me and went, really? And I went, yeah, I'll use it for like storyboarding or stuff. And they're like, it's yours. So that might be going.
Yeah, I was about to say, just put it like right behind you.
It has these like rolly tracks on it, which makes it won't be able to flush against the wall. So I might just be leaning against the wall. And when I do take it out, I'll reattach the legs. But I mean, my wall's already white. So I'm gonna use one half for like YouTube bits, because maybe it'll inspire me to start making YouTube videos again if I can like point to stuff on a board, and then the other half will be for storyboarding and stuff, outlining.
You can be like those people I watch who they talk about like it's either books or TV shows, and then they'll be like this character and that character. One of them I started watching because he's like, can I solve the mystery before the reveal? And he like ran out of computer ink, and he was like, I have a Patreon now if you want to help me afford colored ink.
Honestly, that is one of the best reasons for having a Patreon, because ink is so fucking expensive. I've only had to buy it like myself once, and it was just ink for like a tiny little printer. I was like, what the fuck? I think it might have been more than 40. But anyways, we are entering sprint number 2.
They're trying to bully everybody into subscription services with printer ink. It's stupid.
That's so dumb. All right, next sprint is half an hour. I'm going to go get a cup of tea.
Remember, we have questions.
We have what?
Questions.
Hello. Welcome to the end of that sprint. Sam's on the phone. I watched Wicked last night, and as I just clicked like onto the thing, I saw myself go like that, and so in honor of seeing Wicked. How'd your sprint go? I finished reading my draft that I have, which is 46 pages, and I would like to say I'm a fantastic writer, gang. I'm joking. Actually, I'm not. I'm being completely honest. I'm very proud of myself, and I should own that. So read chapter 4 and then chapter 5, and those are both way more recent stuff that I wrote, like within the past year. And one chapter, I remember I was definitely doing WIP Wednesday as I wrote it. I was like, there's definitely footage of me talking about how I'm worried about writing the political stuff because it's not really something I've done before. Fuck, I nailed it. It is so good. I did a great job. Sam can back me up here. I sent her a little bit of it.
What was happening? Sorry, I had to take a phone call.
I'm talking about how I'm evolving into confidence and being confident in my writing, and I did a really
Yes, I love it. I love to see it.
And then I read chapter 5, what I've written of it so far, and I need to go back in and add a section, like a bar fight, basically. But I have I definitely talked about this recently, like within the past 2 months, I think, on stream about how I was having a bard lady, like, talk about the founding of this empire, and I was worried about having it be too exposition-y, but it's like half of a page, and it's about lesbians. So it's
having bards to your exposition can make it a very entertaining.
Yeah, and it's only the bard's only saying one scene. So she's not being like, in the beginning there was this and then this happened and let me explain the entire like existence of this. It's only like one scene where she references very shortly like the things that led to that scene. And I think I did a really good job. It made me tear up a little bit, but I wasn't sure if that's just because I'm like, for some reason, a little emotional. I was feeling much better about myself because I was getting a little nervous at the beginning of this draft because it's a little rough.
I feel like writers should always keep in mind that your first draft is always, no matter what, going to be your worst draft.
Yes.
And that's a good thing.
Yes. Only improvement from here. Yes. But it was just seeing the like writing it's not first draft stuff, the earlier chapters, but it's all like clunky because it's adapted from a script. Versus the stuff that I've written recently where I just wrote as prose, where the difference in not skill but like in quality is stark. And it's just, I can just raise that up and then raise them both. So it was nice to see. I'm proud of myself because I thought I knew they were lesbians that founded this kingdom that became an empire. But I thought I was going to write them as a straight couple and then do like a short story, if this does well, the book does well at all, spin-off where it's revealed that they got like straightified and they were actually just lesbians. But no, I just apparently went in and wrote lesbians, which honestly I'm keeping it. It's so enjoyable. Woohoo! Go our founding lesbians. They have to convince the princess's dad to let them marry. It's great. There's definitely some themes of like, there's themes in that short bard speaking, our lady bard. All of my side characters are women. I do realize going through this because a lot of the main characters are men because it's a boy love romance. And so the entire supporting cast other than the villain are women. And I'm like, okay, I need to go in and I need to flesh out characters anyways, but I'm just like, I'm going to make a tally list of every time I make a character, a man, woman versus non-binary. Because I do have non-binary characters in there, but there are a lot of women in this book. Like, so many. It's not a bad thing, but
It's
I'm like,
amazing. It's like it's the reverse of regular fantasy.
yeah, wait, no. There are
Hold
two men.
on.
There's
Let me asterisk. It's the reverse of what we are accustomed to in
yes.
fantasy.
It's really fun. No, there's the evil dad emperor, and then there's the father figure to our other male lead, and those are the only men. Everyone else is a woman. Actually, there's one scummy town elder. And there's there's a couple men, but I could probably count them on like 2 hands. And there's a lot of characters because they're like a village is happening.
So what I did, I checked in with my older 2 who are home now about their homework situation.
Okay.
I finished going over I finished copying down and highlighting the immediate trauma responses, and now I'm going to do the other half of the chart, which is the delayed ones. Oh, it takes so long to copy this down. If only my printer were working.
If only.
It works, I just don't have ink because ink is expensive.
You should shout out your wish list now.
Lynn finished eating supper and continued editing.
I love the word supper.
No, people cannot have access to my wish list because it tells them my address.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like one of those things that people do online.
Let me tell you.
I know teachers do.
If people wanted me to do the wish list, I would be fine with that, if not for the fact it has my address.
Yeah. Get a P.O. box.
I have a Ko-Fi if they wish to help furnish.
Send you money
my
for
office.
I also got a cup of tea, which I then forgot about because I was reading my own writing and loving myself, which is a change of pace. Anyways, and it ended up, I thought it was going to be over steep, but it's actually delicious. It's a little too sugary, which is wild, me saying that, but it's fine. My new desk gets here tomorrow, and I'm very excited for it because I can slightly start to feel my body getting stiff from using this one. Because this is the problem, y'all. This is me like streaming. I'm a good. This is not. The length of this away from the desk.
Push your camera down?
I could. Well, the light's balancing on top of the camera. So I'm like this far from my desk, which like isn't that much, but my arms are short, guys.
You were wearing some hella fuzzy pants.
No, I'm actually a satyr. You guys didn't know.
Well, if you're a satyr girl, put a blanket on your lap. Show us your fur.
So my new desk is another like 4 inches wider, which I'm excited about, which isn't a lot, but because this is me how I would sit if I was sitting with good ergonomics. But then this is awful camera-wise, and then my face is this far from my screen. Just a little bit more of this again, very handy comb from my screen. So I'm excited for the new desk. Plus it's a standing desk, so I can do like a little up and down workout thing. I don't know. I'm just gonna start pacing. I'm pretty sure I made this joke already on a stream, but pacing during streams. Don't show your hooves for free. That's fantastic. I didn't, just my furry lap. Anyways.
My Sharpie is also a keychain. And the keychain, like, this is the top.
Yes.
Well, this is the top. And then this is just the keychain part of it comes off. I don't know where I got this Sharpie. It just appeared on my desk one day.
I like that you're like obsessed with the Sharpie. You're like, I'm gonna draw on the walls. Actually, here's more of my Sharpie.
I'm a fidgeter. I fidget with whatever.
Yeah, me too. I had a thought.
I'll start one thing of happy color while I'm listening to something, and then next thing you know, I'm getting an achievement for coloring 100 pictures in a day, and I'm like, what?
Wow. I've been looking for a phone game that doesn't have ads because they keep interrupting whatever I'm listening to.
Oh, that's the most annoying part. That's when I just go to the Switch games.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that other device.
You have Nintendo Online too. There is so you have access to hundreds of games. Yeah. Including Tetris.
I often forget I own a Switch, so
I could never. I've been playing Echoes of Wisdom again because I've been getting everything done so I can play it guilt-free. Oh my god, it's so much fun.
Oh,
I am at a high enough level with my Twi power that I have a horde of moblins with me everywhere. They are my army, and I send them to do battle.
I just got paid for my gig last week.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Message me how much. I'm curious. I'm nosy.
I will. I'm happy with the payment.
I love every time I work a convention or something, and then my mom will be like, I don't want to be nosy, so if you don't want to tell me, but I'm just curious, how much did you make? And I'm like, Mama, I don't care. I'll just tell you. It's fine.
No, it's a really good rate for the gig that I did. They pay their PAs well. It's a good company. So I feel much better. I spent my graduation money to buy the new desk because it's a $110 desk, even though it was on sale, because standing desks are expensive.
I was about to say that's
which cut into my newly established savings, which are just my graduation money, which I'm like, I won't spend. And so now with this, I'm like, okay, that because I was spending the money I hadn't
to be fair
yet, which is probably not the most financially responsible thing, but it's fine.
Well, because of the nature of your career, having a good desk is an investment.
Yeah, so. That's what I feel like. Hi, Alice.
And no, I wouldn't say that regardless of what you buy. I am a Virgo. I may support. I may support fuck, what's it called? # treat yourself, but I will definitely tell you if it is a treat yourself situation or a no, this is a good investment situation. This was not, well, this was a treat yourself investment, but still.
Yes, and the soundproofing was also a treat yourself investment. Actually, I was bothering my roommates by talking loudly all the time. One of my soundproofing fell down, so I do have to fix that. It's the most important one right in the corner, right behind my mic. And I'm like, I'll fix it eventually. It's very orange, as I was mentioning earlier, that you guys can't see. Ta-da! Here are my orange squares.
They look so brown.
They look so brown, I promise.
They're like a sandy brown.
See, look, that's the orange they are. Did that help at all? I moved a light.
They look kind of like dried out salami.
Oh, my orange square is salami.
Look, I know that they're actually orange. I'm just telling you on camera. That's how they look.
Well, good, they're not on camera. They're behind the camera.
Are you a August Virgo or a September Virgo, Alice? I need to know.
But the rest of my room is green, so I decided the orange would go well with it. But yeah, so I got the desk, and I love getting packages in the mail. Even though I bought the packages myself, I like getting packages.
Same.
So I did have to rearrange all of my decor and stuff, and currently I have some Heavens of She'll Blessing postcards from your mother that are tucked behind the orange squares. So I will fix that once the desk gets here, and I've rearranged the orange squares to fit the new desk. It's a whole thing, but it's fine. My dad's also getting here Friday, which I'm excited about, so I can get his opinion and his help moving things. So yeah. September 1st Virgo, right in line, is what Alice said.
I'm an August 30th Virgo.
Wow, you guys are really close.
We are. We're the dead center Virgos.
Virgo proper.
Yeah, we're Virgo.
No debate there.
Prime. We are Virgo
prime. I'm
August Leos. I like August Leos. They are a little delusional. I'm sorry, Lynn. My father is.
I'm near the end of Capricorn, right? January 13th.
Yes.
I was also born early. I was pre-me. So.
No, you're like not, I wouldn't say like you're in the prime, but you're not a cusp baby. You're like a week too early to be a cusper. So you're just like
pre-me. I was like, nah, I don't want to be debated. I'm hitting the 13th. Remove me now, mother. I'm grabbing the umbilical cord and wrapping it around my throat, which is apparently what happened.
Alice, I know it works, but literally Matt's birthday is also August 30th, and we now have an annual birthday stream as close to the 30th as possible. Let's do it. It'll be a triple birthday stream.
With the utmost power.
Yes, right, everybody, back to work.
Hello and welcome back. Hi. I lowered my seat slightly, so the perspective might be weird, but it's fine.
My mouse decided to take a vacation, so I couldn't figure out where it went.
Boo. That's not paid vacation leave or sick leave. So last time, I don't even know if I mentioned this, but I finished the draft. So that means I've finished reading the draft, not finished drafting. That would be a very different everything.
Yes.
But so this time I'm planning to go back and editing the outline. And fleshing out the outline and adding more acts and all sorts of stuff. And so I did realize that I enjoy working in Word more than I enjoy working in Google Docs right now. But my outline was still in Docs with all the comments. So I had to go very painstakingly and copy the whole thing over, which was easy, but then copy all of the comments. Which was less easy. But I did that, and then I read through my notes at the end of the document. And so now I'm going to go back in and fluff everything, or, finish, update it, and then update it to what I'm planning and what I've already written, and then also be adding in a bunch of stuff, a bunch of fun stuff, arcs, and characters and stuff. So yeah, what'd you get done?
I am almost done writing down all of the delayed reactions. Like I did the emotional, physical, cognitive, behavioral. I'm about to write out the existential and then go back and highlight the one. It's kind of funny as I was going through some of these, and there's a lot of withdrawal or avoidant behaviors and stuff, and increased use of drug and alcohol, and I'm like, but where? I'm like, but where does Jamie fit in this? Where does where does found criminal organization fit within this? And then I get to engagement in high risk behaviors, and I'm like, aha, I found it.
Whoop, there it is. Let's click on say hi to Alice. Curious. So I am supposed to record a video for my 2024 reads, and honestly haven't been able to find a PC-free screen recording recording software that will allow me to record said videos. So, should I just schedule a live event and talk about only them?
You can do that. You can also
this does screen recording, has a video option.
Yeah, I think she uses the free one though. So
I don't know if the free one has an option.
You can also do a private live event. Just be live to yourself.
And then you can just edit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
YouTube would let you download the video. I'm pretty sure. Double check me though.
Probably.
But a live event would also be fun.
Yes. How many books did you read in 2024? I'm curious.
Should I do a live event to talk about the things I read in 2024?
You're going to have to give yourself a 3-minute timer for every book, though.
God, I would. I mean, that wouldn't be hard for some books.
Really hard for others.
I would need you to be there to be like, all right, next book.
What I did during the sprint is make a thumbnail because I was waiting for photos and such. Then I was going to write something, but it didn't happen. Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah. I collected thumbnails from streams, not fingers.
Ah, yes. I was like, fingers? What do fingers have to do with thumbnails? And I was like, oh, wow.
Well, technically thumbs are not fingers. So.
Yes, Sam. You and every 6th grader knows that.
I was correcting myself, okay?
Before somebody else did.
I didn't know they were not considered fingers till I was an adult, because that was not a commonly known technicality.
Internet.
Back in my day, nobody gave a fuck. They said you got 10 fingers on your hands. I don't even understand why it's not considered a finger.
Me neither.
I'll have to look
It's
that
considered a phalange, though. Maybe. I don't know. Alice says, thanks guys, 54 books. It was not a good reading year for me because life got life.
That's still more than 2 books a month. That's still pretty.
Still, yes.
That's more than 4 books a month.
I think so.
They're considered digits.
Thumbs are considered digits?
Yeah. So you've got like 10 digits.
I don't like that.
The thumb is not traditionally considered a finger because it has a unique structure and function that distinguishes it from the other fingers.
The other fingers implying that it is a finger.
No, my thumbs are hashtag not like other fingers, CB.
That it would still be a finger. Ugh, it's fine.
And it only has 2 phalanges, not 3.
Okay.
I just love thumb history.
Yeah, I was reading through all the comments and being like, okay, this needs, because I was like, how much of it is in my head versus on the sheet, on the outline? So the outline does not match what's in my head right now. And so I need to update it and then also start using the head to come up with new things for it. Put on my thinking cap. Thank you for that great commentary. Wow, CB, you're so smart. You're so cute. You're so good at this.
I'm sorry. I was stuck in a Jamie-related thought swirl.
You need to be thinking about me right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Could you repeat what you said? Because I was literally very focused on Jamie in that moment.
I was talking about my outline and how I need to go make what's in my head to match what's on my sheet and then expand from there.
Do you think that'll be a lot of work, a little work?
Yes. I think matching what's my head to on the sheet won't be as much work, but expanding the outline, I'm no longer limiting myself to one book. So I'm going to outline the story and then see if it's one book or 2.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Because I'm not sure right now. Because eventually it's like the book is them going from point A to point B to rescue a thing, to get the MacGuffin. But now because I'm adding in basically another act in the middle of it, or like near the beginning, that it's them doing some stuff, like a lot of stuff, and then around the midpoint going on their adventure. So I don't know if it's a go from point A to point B book anymore, or something more than that. Because if it was a point A to point B and then enters this like war arc, then I would make the war thing a separate book. But because it's not solely a adventure from point A to point B book anymore, then I'm like, maybe because I don't think the war's not big enough to fill a whole book. But at least I don't think so. They have dragons. The war's not gonna last very
long. I was hoping you knew my faces were not because of what you were saying, but because of that sneeze that just would not.
Sure. That's what I'm messing around with. Yeah. So I'm gonna just write down the whole story and then decide structurally if it's one book or 2. It might just be a chunky book.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I had started outlining the entirety of the Silver Heir when I realized it would have to be multiple books, and then I struggle bus to figure out where book 1 should technically end. And then at some point I was reading something about it was that Kindle app that came out that people were like all in a tizzy over, and I was being hipster salty about it because I was like, episodic novels or episodic stories have been a thing forever. Amazon's just caught up with the rest of the internet.
Yes.
And then I was like, wait a second. And it was like a light bulb went in my head. I'm like, the Silver Heir might do best as an episodic.
Someone recently was telling me that I should try out and do episodic stuff.
It might be Kindle Vella.
I don't know.
somebody let me know. Yeah, because with Kindle you can put out like a chapter at a time, which hold on.
I just think of like Sherlock Holmes, like that kind of era where like publish it in the newspaper. Just
yeah, like I said, it's been a thing for like centuries. And Kindle was like, this brand new thing that we're gonna like, no, Amazon, you did not.
You know, I think that's what you're
so
about.
Hipster salty. No, I'm salty about Sony. Look, anybody at a convention who's willing to talk to me about Amazon books, I will inform them that Amazon genuinely takes a sales hit in their book department because like the discounts they sell their books at are below printing costs because they are trying to push out brick and mortar stores.
I thought you were going to turn that around and be like, and Amazon's good people. And I was like, where does this go? Oh, no, the opposite. Okay.
No, I said I'm salty about everything.
Yes.
Alice said it was like 13 in January and Feb was like 4. Then March and April was nothing because I had surgery and my Netflix bound, and the rest was like 2/4 beside December, another 13. Okay. So that tracks.
Yeah. I mean, totally changed the convo while I was typing. My bad, LMAO. Slow typer for some reason today.
You're fine. No. We can always, we can and we will always come back to chat.
I'm doing an episodic for my fanfic now. I'm running a rom-com that will be episodic on website. Nice. I like.
See, look, fanfics are always episodic. I'm just. I am unnecessarily angry about this.
I'm seeing
but
that.
Anyway.
Maybe I'll do the vampire romances episodic.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Dracula was originally released a chapter at a time. It was episodic.
So I'm basically
Bram Stoker.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was gonna mix the Bram Stoker and Bela Lugosi because Bela Lugosi is the actor that you made sure I knew. So
another thing I am irrationally angry about is that Bella is not named. Yeah, but I don't think Alice knows actually. Okay, Alice, did you know that I am irrationally angry at Stephenie Meyer? Because when I watched Twilight way back in the day for the first time, I was like, oh, Bella. Oh, a reference to Bela Lugosi, the first Dracula act, or the first, the whole reason that everybody associates Hungarian accents with vampires. And I'm like, oh, that's clever. No, that's not why. She had no idea who Bela Lugosi was. I am so upset about that.
You told me that within like 6 months of us meeting the first time.
I think I tell most people within 6 months.
It was like
it will
one
always
of the first like Sam things that I learned, like Sam facts. So yes.
Is this irrational? Yes. Is it completely unfair? I'm aware of that, but still, I'll be so mad about
the releasing episodic. Would it be like, we have a minute and a half left, but would it be like write the whole thing, edit the whole thing, and then release slowly, or like have a really detailed outline?
Are you asking how I plan to do it, or how most people do it?
I have no idea. I'm just asking. Okay, how would I do it?
Okay. I think you should follow in my footsteps.
Okay.
Of course I do. My plan for the Silver Heir is I'm going to write the whole thing, have it go through editing and beta-ing, and then hire an editor, and then release it a week at a time.
Okay, so just like normal book writing.
How most people don't do that.
Yeah.
So.
Airplane doesn't do that. Airplane shooting towards the sky did not do that.
Yeah, most people just release it weekly. Depending on the program, they might actually have an editor assigned to them via the website, but they don't really go through a beta process and stuff that I am aware of.
I will look into it at some point. Yeah, Danny, that YouTuber guy, recommended that I do that.
Yes. But
He's like,
I
was like, okay.
But I am obsessed with putting out a final product each and every time. So.
Yeah, that's what I'd be stressed about. Is just like, what if I want to go back and change something?
My fanfic is Walking Dead, so I'm literally doing it episode by episode with my main character, OMG. I was so pissed with her because she let that movie be such a disaster. She was upset. I haven't read the books. I want to read the books just because I've heard some new things about the books that seem very wild to me. I'll share next during our wrap-up.
Let's do our wrap-up sprint, and then we can do our wrap-up chat.
This is our final sprint to, wrap it up.
Not wrapping up at all. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Plus, the actor for Bella was such a disappointment to me because she could not act for Bella Swan at all. I will die on the hill about it. I blame the director and the author because Kristen Stewart is actually a really good actress.
Yeah.
So, but like, I know Stephenie Meyer had a lot of control over the movies and like more control after, I think it was after the first movie, maybe the second, she had more control than the director did. And she made Robert Pattinson very uncomfortable on set.
I did know that. Oh, I'm excited to see his new movie. Robert Pattinson's.
If you haven't seen him as Batman, everybody needs to go watch because
he's a great Batman.
He portrays like a green Batman, like a new Batman who has not become full Batman. I fucking love
I really want him to have a Robin. Like, I think he would be great having a Robin.
Yes, it would be great.
Like, the other Batmans that I've seen in my lifetime wouldn't be as good having Robins. But I think Robert Pattinson, as he's called online, would have a great relationship with a Robin.
We need to watch Batman and Robin Forever.
Okay.
It's one of the campiest Batman movies.
I've seen some of the older Batmans a while ago, but I'm talking about like.
Yeah, I think. Well, you said within your lifetime, so I figured. But like, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze makes so many puns. Is he a good Mr. Freeze? Arguably, he's a terrible Mr. Freeze. But is he my favorite Mr. Freeze? Yes.
Okay.
Same with Jim Carrey's Riddler. Arguably, worst Riddler I've ever seen. Arguably, also one of my favorite Riddlers.
Okay.
Fine.
I like the Riddler from the Gotham TV show.
I still need to like finish that. There is a difference between a good adaptation and a good piece of media.
Yes. And there's between a good piece of media and a fun piece of media.
That too. Alice said I would love to reread those books. If you read them with you guys, then we can compare the movies to the books because I have some thoughts, very verbal thoughts. Yo, Alice, if you want to read, I'll do it. I
should probably read them, yeah.
It won't be for
a vampire research.
It won't be for a book talk. Actually, yes.
Oh.
It won't be for a book talk, but we could do it. I've read some excerpts through various memes, like different people talking about the books and stuff. And I argue that she should have written a horror as opposed to a romance, and it would have been amazing. Because like I have always maintained I enjoyed the Twilight movies.
I've never seen
Myers, I felt she wrote some really good vampires. I hate the romance in the Twilight movies, but I fucking love the vampires. They're such monsters. Oh, they're so good. As a horror girly, they're such good monsters. I just think the romance is absolutely terrible. And she does questionable things with her werewolves. I cannot stand her shifters. But and then there's a lot of other things now. But like, I also felt that Twilight got an unnecessarily amount of hate. And you know, a couple of years ago, a lot of people were on the Stephenie Meyer apology train, and I was like, "Don't do that. Don't."
There's a balance.
It's like just because y'all fell into the sexism thing does not mean that she did not do some questionable things. But
I do not know.
She is, but not for that character. Like I said, I'm more in like, I will always blame Stephenie and the director, no matter what. I felt like it might have been because she had to grow into her acting, because the one with her in that underwater movie where they were at the bottom of the ocean, it was horror themed movie. No, but Christian like was in movies since she was a kid.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a movie from before she was in Twilight, and she like
she did that
literally
one Jumanji in Space movie with
yes, that's the one I was
guy that
thinking
did-
of in
yeah.
Jumanji in Space. I loved her character. She was such a good, obnoxious
Yes,
sister
older
who loved
sister,
and was
yeah.
protective of her brother. Like it was not her, and it's such a shame that Twilight really almost destroyed her acting in the eyes of so many people. Like
Yeah.
between two of the movies, she was Joan Jett in oh fuck, what was that movie called? I don't remember, but either way. So like I don't blame Christian. It wasn't. I mean, like, when I watched the first movie, I did say she was a terrible actress, but then I saw the Jumanji in Space, and I was like, what did they do to you?
I'm curious of like if there's gonna be, probably not because of legal stuff, if there'd be like a documentary one day talking about what was actually happening
Like
on that set and in production and stuff, but I don't know how interesting that would be to people not.
I mean, I don't think
in the
there was
related
anything.
industries. Not for like dark stuff, but I'm talking about like the political like landscape of the control and stuff happening on set. I would be very curious.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is I don't think it's anything like really that scandalous or salacious. Not like the Blake Lively and what is his name stuff going on.
No,
but
that's why I was like, I don't think many people would be interested in that, but I would be.
There's also already so much out there, like, which is why I'm very confident in my stance, because like my mom, huge Twihard. She doesn't call herself that, but I call her that.
The name of the fans are Twihards.
They're Twihards.
I think I love that. Actually,
I do. It's such a great name. I'd
enjoy that.
Like, let me tell you, I was in my high school cafeteria defending the sparkling vampires. Like,
I love
because
actually,
people were like, why would they sparkle?
I haven't actually watched or read Twilight. The closest I've got is I read a Harry Potter crossover fan fiction with Twilight. It was very gay. And then I also, someone's doing a Scum Villain AU of Twilight on Tumblr, and their art style is beautiful. Where the person transmigrates as Jacob Black, and it's a romance with Edward Cullen, and I enjoy that. I don't know the actual, like, I've never actually seen actual Twilight, but that was enjoyable.
My favorite interpretation of Jacob and Edward actually has to be like, so they try to explain that Jacob being attracted to Bella, he was never actually attracted to Bella. He was in love with the egg, and people be like, okay, but half of the DNA comes from Edward too. So there is so much. I love how people try to argue. Like, okay, so was he also always partially attracted to Edward? Was he only attracted to Edward for this amount of time? Because
how long does the sperm exist inside? Yeah.
Like, so was it only like a day or so leading up to the wedding? And I'm like, this is one of my favorite debates in existence when it comes to Twilight. Link in the Discord.
It's called Jacob Black's self-saving system on Tumblr, but I'll send a link after if you can't find it.
Yeah. Also, what we can do, Alice, because Twilight will not be a book talk. It does not qualify for a book talk episode. But what
you don't qualify for a book talk episode, actually?
Well, no, because neither you or I love the book.
No, I just think it's funny.
I know. But what we can do is we used to do, and I want to, do them again, like watch parties and stuff. So we can just sort of mutually agree to do a read along. And then, like, after we finish the first book, we can be like, okay, well, then we'll watch the movie, like, this Friday.
So do, like, a book club. Like an actual book club.
Like a book club.
That people do.
It's a read-along with 3 people. That's what we're doing. But,
book club. Very small.
Small book club. But, yeah, we can do that in the server, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm almost done reading all my books for the year of favorites for February, so I can start Twilight.
I don't want to start Twilight. I didn't actually ever say I wanted to join this, but I've just been
for research, CV for research, because Bella in the Twilight books did more research on vampires than Stephanie Meyer did, and that will forever annoy me. Stephanie said this herself.
So you don't want me to become Stephanie Meyer? I'd be okay with being filthy rich, though.
I mean, yes, at the end of the day, she is drying her tears on her hundreds of dollar bills.
Does she even have tears? I mean, like, is she crying? Not like, is she... what was happening?
I don't know. It's just doing things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make us... Oh, wait. I like that one. Okay.
The default that is right there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad we got there. I'm pretty sure this is what we started with. Just
no, it's
also
not.
With the other panel.
Was it? No, because when I took the panel away, we weren't shaped like this, which is what bothered me. Okay. We were shaped like this.
Okay.
So I think it switched. Anyway. Roll the tapes. No.
Anyways, that was our WIP Wednesday. Next week, my calendar was right here, but now there's sound panels there, so now it's over there. So that's why I keep looking to the side. Next WIP Wednesday is over on Sam's channel. It's on the 19th of February.
But what are we doing before then?
But before then, we have both a book talk on Sam's channel. Well, it's both of our channels for Not the Witchy Wed this Saturday, the 15th. And then on Monday, we have a flash fiction free-for-all with Sam, me, Cody, and Matt on Sam's channel, where we write flash fictions.
I just realized.
Did you forget that we were doing that?
No.
Okay.
Thursday, tomorrow, Chris and I are going to get our wedding ring tattoos.
Hey!
Which means I will have to do the flash fiction free-for-all with fresh tattoos on both my index fingers.
Both?
Yes. Mayan on this side, Nordic on this side.
I was like, are you planning on accidentally, like, oh, if one of my fingers is cut off, I'll still be married with the other one? But I like that you're getting it from both your cultures.
Yeah, we were originally going to mix the Mayan and Nordic because it's like, they look close enough anyway that we could, but then I was reading and it's like, in Norway, they traditionally put the marital finger on the right hand. And I was like, and I looked up Nicaragua and that's the left hand. So I was like, babe, we can do both. And he was like,
that's very convenient. You actually planned your entire marriage around being able to put the
I did.
you chose.
I was like, I just can't marry another Scandinavian. It's fine.
Oh no, Sam, but
you're Celtic. It's not the same.
I am Scandinavian as well.
Are you?
Yes, I'm a wide variety of white people.
Same.
Yeah. Anywho, that was our stream. I am probably going to get another cup of tea and continue sprinting in Sam's server. If people want to join in a little while. Join us. Are you doing... No, you're getting a tattoo tomorrow. I was asking if you're doing Sam's writing work shift. And then not this weekend, but the weekend after that is the Storytellers Hearth. And then March, I'm probably beginning my weekend streams, which will be with Rowan and alternating guests, whoever wants to join.
Really, given that we both have chronic migraines, to stay up to date with whether, we have to not accidentally, but with whether we have to cancel a stream or something last minute, like I had to Monday. Make sure that you subscribe to us, and I post updates on my YouTube community tab.
Do I even have a YouTube community tab? Am I big enough? Or does everyone get a YouTube community tab?
They actually made it standard for everybody now.
Oh, good.
So you should have one. I will bug her to update hers.
I'm a couple hundred hours of watch time and 150 subscribers below being able to have channel members, so you guys could fix that as well if you wanted to. You're probably a couple hundred hours of watch time under it as well, but you are definitely over having channel members.
Oh yeah, I've got
the
subscribe. Yeah, I know. I get yelled at every now and then, like, turn on your super chat. And I'm like, I don't have super chat. Y'all haven't watched enough.
Just have to stream. Actually, yeah, we don't have enough people to stream, even if we streamed every single day.
I was genuinely on my way when I was streaming like 3 times a week.
For that like month. I'm joking. We were doing it for like 2 months.
It was like 3.
Sure. Yeah, I am. But I have uploaded 3 videos in the last 90 days. But yeah, you need 3,000 public watch hours. So get on that, people. Just devote a device in your house to playing our stream. You know, go out, buy a laptop, and just play our streams constantly. If you're
We'll do more Baldur's Gate.
We'll do more Baldur's Gate. My Baldur's Gate stream got a lot of... Someone did think there was too much lag, which that is true. And I have no way of fixing that. I don't have Ethernet ports in my house. That's the end of that statement. I was hoping Sam would be like, here's another idea, but she didn't, so it's fine.
I could share my screen, but you don't want to do that.
Sure, you can share your screen next time. I mean, it's not as, like, fun because it's on my channel and it's your character, but we're within the same...
But I'm the newbie!
I know, and I was supposed to be the good one, but that didn't happen.
The barbarian solution.
Yeah. I think it's funny if we changed the episode title every single like post stream.
You should.
Yeah, make Fox do it. But yeah, so I guess Sam will be streaming next time, and you'll just listen to my running commentary. And we'll test everything beforehand that time, and that will be happening whenever we want it to happen.
Not Friday.
Not Friday.
I wanted to do it Friday, but.
See, Alice will go buy a laptop for us. Yeah, I'm busy the next while of Fridays. My parents are visiting separately, and then there's Storytellers Hearth.
We gotta do it on a Friday. Let's do it on
I mean, we don't have to do it on. I mean, it's funny if we do it on Friday. Okay. Well, I love that our watchers have gone up as we've been rambling at the end of the stream.
They're like, why are they still there?
So for everyone joining now, hi, you can go watch the rest of the stream. But we will be in Sam's server, potentially still hanging out after this if you would like to join, probably on camera. Oh, and Sam's server is free to join, and it is no longer behind a paywall.
Join us, hang out. It's a fun time.
Yes, I enjoy it. I'm not making my own server like ever because Sam and I's audience is just the same group of people.
We are a Venn diagram.
I think we should change it to just the realm instead of Sam's realm.
No, it's Sam's realm. You can't erase my...
We could do the SH realm because that fits both of our things. It's fine. It's fine.
The Chaos Society.
I don't even have fun rolling this. It's fine. On that note, thank you for watching. See ya Saturday. Bye.